Hello Geminis, this is Lauren from Etheric Tide. We've got your January Gen reading. January 2021, Gemini Sun, Moon and Rising. Readings are general in nature. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And also if you are sometimes, oh, what a cutie pie. Sorry, stretching. You know how, like, everything dogs do are amazing? Oh my god, he's sleeping. Isn't he amazing? He's drinking water. What a little cutie pie. Yeah, so anyway, sometimes your moon or rising sign will resonate more so than your sun sign. So check them out. So this is some of the things that are going to come in for January 2021. Ooh, interesting start. So we've got the Five of Cups. So there's some grief. Maybe 2020 has been a bit difficult for you. And it's been difficult for everyone, let's be honest. But yeah, there's like this. I'm going to take this as well. 10 of Cups. It's almost like we are feeling as though our 10 of Cups has been taken away from us. Maybe there has been some serious losses for you that have shifted the very fabric of what your life is. As in, the way you saw your life in 2019 has, in your mind, been destroyed. It's a little bit serious, isn't it? It feels like it's been like maybe a bit of a tough slog for you. And it doesn't seem like you're really looking forward to 2021. I think that you're hoping that 2021 is going to bring you better, but I don't think you actually believe it. I think that maybe you're going to hold on to what's been going on for you in 2020 and bring that energy with you. So we're in a place of deep indecisiveness. Pisces is probably really important for you. Like, there's a lot of water that's coming through here. But the Two of Swords is when we can't decide. We're almost paralyzed by indecision. And it could be that in January, you're going to feel like there's no right, like the catch-22, there's no right answer. That if you decide to do this, well, there's my fly. I always get a fly. One fly that comes around when I start doing readings. Every time. It's almost as if you think you just can't win. It's a little bit defensive. It's a little like, if I make this decision, well, these are all the things that I'm going to have to give up, and this is going to go wrong, this is going to go wrong. And then if I make this decision, I'm like, well, I may as well do nothing. I may as well just sit here on my piece of cement with my blindfold on and just let life happen to me. And then it's like you're waiting for another bad thing to happen. So, look, it's probably best that we shift ourselves out of that energy. It's a bit intense. I know it can feel like the world is out to get us. A little bit of paranoia. There's more of that Pisces energy coming through. Okay. So we've got ourselves the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is really sure about himself. He can make decisions. He can look at the logic of the situation and make a really justified, rational decision based on what's happening. And even if it doesn't turn out the way that we expect it to, they still know that it's the right decision. So there's a really good exercise that when you're finding it hard to make decisions is to fully commit to one and energetically align yourself with it and see where that takes you. And the idea isn't that you're going to decide that that's the way that you want to go forever. It's like you're energetically trying it out before you make your final decision, so to speak. So let's say that you think that all of these bad things are going to go wrong if you make this decision. Make that decision anyway, and then start doing things that align yourself with it. Start talking about it. Start researching it. Start putting into action certain things. Start creating momentum around that decision and see how that feels. You know how like you're finding it hard to make decisions and you ask someone else, you're like, can you make this decision for me? Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. Can you make it for me? And then somebody else makes it for you. And then you're like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that you've made that decision. It's almost like making the decision makes you realize what you really want. So where are you doing that? Where are you keeping yourself from actually moving forward because you're so indecisive and in fear of what the consequences are going to be rather than just making a decision? Because like not doing something is a decision. Deciding not to make a decision, it's kind of a third like that. It's a third option, but it's still a decision. You're deciding not to do anything. And the King of Swords, which is your energy, which is Gemini, usually you guys are pretty good with your decisiveness. So what is it about this decision that's so painful? What fears are coming up for you? And could you possibly semi-commit to a decision because you know you can always change your mind later? I think that's the crux of it. I think that you think that by making a decision that you can't take it back. It's forever. Nothing's really forever. Not really. Like, even commitments, like, we even know that when we get married, they don't have to be forever. And that can feel like forever. It feels very final and forever-y, and that can be scary. So maybe this is around commitment. Ten of Cups. It's very much a commitment card. Maybe we have fears around commitment and committing to either a job or a relationship. And we're like, I really am really wanting to maybe stay where things are and not wanting to move things forward because we're afraid that committing to a person equals forever. And forever seems like a very long time. Without realizing that commitment, it's like we're making a commitment to honor the relationship and where it is in that exact point and place. Or honor the next step, the next step that it needs to be. But just because you're making that next step doesn't mean that you're locked in to that forever. What feels right for you right now, it's okay if that doesn't feel right for you later. And I know that that could bring up lots of things for you, kind of like guilt and shame of maybe letting somebody else down. Maybe you feel like that's not necessarily in integrity. But being indecisive and not making a decision, that's can also not be in integrity. I'm not saying that you should rush in and make a decision straight away. I'm just saying that it might be worth exploring your options and maybe energetically committing to one of them to find out what you actually want, because you don't have to make it forever. But you know what will keep you stuck is not making a decision at all, and you'll end up losing things. And then you'll regret. There's going to be a fair amount of regret associated with it. So that was a little bit melancholy, but look, I reads them how I sees them. I do hope that has been helpful for you, Gemini. And if you do want a personal reading, you can look at the information down below. If you liked this reading, would like to see more from me, please subscribe. And if you liked it, like it. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. So thanks, guys. I will see you next year. Bye.